Hello, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever one may be. I hope everyone's doing well. Been a while, hasn't it? Been about a week, I think, since we last streamed. I've got to change the follower goal again. I don't think it's quite accurate. Let me just double check. 13 followers at the moment. What does it say on here? It says 12 currently, so we're actually one shy. I'll just replay someone's. There we go. Now it's gone up, I believe. Oh, hang on, I'm just gonna change it again because I don't think it's updated properly. There we go. Now it is up. Right. Let's begin, shall we? So we're doing a or we've actually done. So I think the last time I did a flight sim video. Okay, so this is completely different to what I did last time. The last flight sim video I did was in a 777 from Gatwick to Edinburgh. Completely unrelated to this. Basically, in this one, I've been flying this 787, which is exactly the same one that I actually went in Seattle back in 2012. 2012? Yeah, let's go with 2013. The third ever made 777, so it was still in that. It's the same colours as well as when it was in its test livery. It's Zulu Alpha 003, registration November 787 Bravo X-ray, and yeah, so I've basically started this flight not from Seattle, which is where it probably would have been. I just started it from the place it spawns you in Prepared by default, which is somewhere in the middle of the United States, on the south coast. So I've gone from there. I'm now in Iceland. I've just been like little hops. I could have done it straight from there to here, or from there to the UK, but sat here just watching the plane fly for 10 hours is a bit boring. So I've been doing little hops, and now we're in Iceland. So today we're going to go. I'll do the final leg from here to the UK, back to Gatwick. I don't know why Gatwick, because it's not the closest airport to me, but it's my favourite of ones that I fly from and into in the UK. So we're going to go pretend to go and fly back there and base this aircraft back at Gatwick, my own little personal 787. And maybe we'll get the PMDG 747-8 as well at some point, because I am eyeing that up to buy it, so we'll see. And then yeah, got one of those as well. That'd be nice. But yes, let's hop in the cockpit. Haven't started any of the ground procedures yet, just because none of the weights are on board the aircraft, so it wouldn't be loading the right amount of baggage on and everything. Just doing the same. Well, I'll say the same. What I've been doing every trip for this, which is just 2 adults, so in theory me and a co-pilot, and then a load of baggage. I guess we could say it's PPE or something for all this COVID-19 business, just to give it some backstory, I guess. Some flights we're doing proper empty, but it's so light that landing it is actually not that easy, because it's got no weight to kind of make it slow down and want to go down. It's very quick when this thing's not got much load on it. So yeah, we'll definitely have some load on it today. I'll show you PFPX just so you can see what the plan is. Right now, so I'm just going to close down some of these other things that are going on. Yes, I want to close that. It always pops up whenever I start the computer. We'll close that as well. Anything else? Discord. That. Don't know why that was open. Xbox app. Close Skype. Skype always comes up. I can get lost. Right, so the plan is, again, ignore all these flight levels as well. If any of you know anything about aviation, you'll understand that looking at this flight plan, the flight levels make no sense whatsoever. I don't know why it happens whenever I do a flight plan in this particular aircraft. It doesn't want to give me a very high cruising altitude. Like for example, this flight, it's saying our cruise will be 3,000 feet. Now that's on a commercial flight above sea level. So that suggests we'll be flying quite low to the sea, which isn't correct. I don't know why. Every other aircraft is fine. It'll give me realistic cruising levels, but on this one it doesn't, so we just make it up. But yeah, from Keflavik to Gatwick, I think the estimated flight time is about 2 hours. Oh, that's indicating 4 hours. I don't think is that right? I didn't seem to think it'd be 4. No, it can't be 4 hours. That's quite a long one, isn't it? Well, we have got endurance for 5 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 4 hours then. I thought it was only 2. According to yeah, trip time 4 hours and 36 minutes. Oh, fine, whatever. So yeah, that's the plan. And then we've got 20,000. So 20 tons. 20.1 tons of payload on as well. Right, let's. I'm gonna put this on the second monitor so I can see it and do the flight plan in the computers at the same time. Right. Oh, hello. Stop beeping at me. Put some lights on in here. I've just put a tomato shade on the other day. It certainly helps out with the computers. You can barely see any of these words before I had the shaders on. But without the lights on, it is quite dark, which I guess is quite realistic. I mean, it's not exactly a bright sunny day out there. So I guess that makes sense. I guess, yeah, it always puts the beacon light on as well by default. It's really annoying. Let's go ahead and align the inertial reference systems. I'll leave everything else off at the moment. Pop our chairs in. Get comfy. Right, so we are going from BICF, Bravo India Kilo Foxtrot. That's the code from for Keflavik where we are now. And we're going to Gatwick, which is Echo Golf Kilo Kilo. And yes, I am sad enough to know that off by heart, as I do with many UK airports. We'll go from, let's check the weather, where we are right now. BICF. Oh, we're at 300, 13 knots. So I'm just going to check FS Tramp and then see what the best runway for that is. Probably 29. So we'll go from runway 29 then. Departure wise, it's given us just direct to Keflavik. I think there's something wrong with the 787 aircraft like data I've got on PFPX. It's making it almost out like we're a GA aircraft rather than a commercial one, but I'm not entirely sure. Like runway 29. I don't know if it'll let me put that in. It wouldn't do it yesterday. No. Airport code not found in database. What do you mean? It wouldn't let me do it yesterday, so I might have to just leave it out again today. I don't know if it's RWY and then 26 or 29. Nope. Oh, I give up. Man, let me just try RW29. Nope. then I do give up. Goodbye. Right, so then we're going direct to Kilo Foxtrot Victor. That's going to be a VOR, Keflavix VOR. So direct to there. And then we are going to, or via, sorry, the Golf 3 airway to Metil, which is Mike Echo Tango India Lima. And then the Bravo 1 airway to Victor Mike. And then direct to Alden, which is Alpha Lima Delta Alpha November. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I have to check if it's tramp and see where Alden is. Okay, it's not that one. Must be this one. Yep. Here it is. And it is at North 62, 58, 82. North 60, 58. Yeah, perfect. It's this one. Right, then we're going direct to. Oh, we got a Latin Long waypoint in there, which is 61 north, 14 west. So you put in Latin Long with 61, and that's the north coordinate. And then rather than putting an N, you just put the west one in afterwards. So 64, 14, and then north. Then we're going direct to Balix, Bravo Alpha Lima India X-ray. Then the UP59, Uniform Papa 59, that's an airway. Oh, not the UD, UP. 59. Via that to Ninex. And direct to Delta Charlie Sierra. And then we're getting the Uniform November 854. You'll know that one if you remember it from the flights we did from Gatwick to Edinburgh last week. Or, not last week, but a few weeks ago. UN 854. 864, shit. To Whiskey Alpha Lima. And then the Lima 151. To Kidley. Oh, Kidley, that's a classic if you go to Gatwick. And then the Astra 2 Bravo arrival is what we're doing into... Can you hear that at all? Oh, sorry about that. I've had my desktop muted the whole time. Great. Sonic, hey man. How are you? I'm doing very good, sir. How are you? I hope you're well. I sound a bit monotone today. Slightly depressed. But hey, what can you do? Sometimes you just feel this way. So you play some Flight Simulator to try and cheer yourself up. Right, and then it's the departure approach. So we're departing at runway 3. Okay, apparently that's 28. No, we haven't got a departure. Really, for that. So I'll just ignore that. Arrival into there will be... Let's take a look at Gatwick's weather. 240, so 26 left. Hopefully it stays the same. Astra, that'll be the Astra 2 Bravo arrival. Oh, okay, that's not worked, I think. Let me just try that one more time. Okay, that's better. Right, we'll go to init ref, cruise altitude, we'll do 35,000 feet. I've got to just quickly put in my weights and things in here. So, fuel is 24,440. So we'll make that 25,000. I'll put 12.5 in each side. But nothing in the center tank. Then weights for this flight, we'll do, I think the bulk cargo, you can have like 2,000 in there, so we'll do that. Yeah, I think you can have like 2,700 in there. And then we'll do, it's 20,000 cargo, isn't it? Payload 2178. Do 178, and then we'll do the 1,000 in these two. $21.78. Fuel is 25. We're a bit high on that, but we could do 12,250. I'm just being lazy. I could work out exactly half of what I need, but I'm not bothered. 24,500, 24,440. Okay, so we're £60 more than we need. Or in fact, yeah, that's in tons, isn't it? Oh, bollocks. I keep forgetting. It's annoying because it's an American plane. I think that's why it does it in pounds and not kilograms, and I can't change the can't change the weights that I know of. So we're stuck with it as it is. Right, hang on, I need to work out pounds to kg. That wants us with 20,440. That's 45,062.486 pounds. Let's make that 45,063 divided by 2 is 22,531.5. So we'll do 22,532 on each side. 22,532. 22,532. And then 20,000 kilograms is 45,092. 45,092 divided by 2 is 22,546. I need to put that much in here. 22,5. Just about. And you'll be 0. Okay, I'm just going to quickly make sure we got this right. So the zero fuel weight for this flight is 142 tons. 142. Was it 022? 142 tons and 22 kilograms, I think. Yeah, which is 313,104 pounds. We're a bit lighter than what we should be. Set the payload. Set the fuel tanks. Cool. Right, reserves for this flight. Again, we're going to have to work out the bloody difference. Because it's not in pounds. I don't think there's a menu for this either where I can kind of, like on PMDG, you could change the units, I'm sure. Well, let's begin boarding. That's clever. I just had to make this parking space before we started, and it was nice that the front one, they didn't leave at the same time and clip through each other. The front one went, and then after that it was clear, the back one goes. I'm sure it's probably going to run through the cone though. Oh. Yep, just a bit, but not too bad. These guys are going to go off now and go. They'll just disappear. Ignore the jet waves. I don't know why they're all over the place like that. I can't fix that. And I probably won't try either because I don't know how often I'm going to fly to Keflavik and it'd be worth my time. This is us and the flight attendants coming in the bus. Probably just us, in fact, just the pilots, because I've listed this aircraft as a cargo plane, which is why we've got that funny stare at the front, and not like a normal nice stairs that you might see somewhere else. Oh. I like that better, because when you have it as a passenger aircraft, you get 3 sets of stairs, 2 at the front, 1 at the back, and it's like, what? I'm the only person flying this plane. I don't need all those stairs to get on. So yes, that's why we've got that. And here, oh, here we come now. Me and my mate, Steve. Up we go. Notice how big this plane is just when you see a person near it. It's a big boy. Very good looking plane though. Very pretty indeed. In we get. Right. Let's carry on with this. So we were working out the reserves, weren't we? The reserve fuel for this flight is 2 tons, which is 4,409. So we'll do 4.4. Reserve. Flight complete. Next page. With thrust limitations. Execute that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this flight. May we remind you that all seat backs and tray tables.
Get the trim sets of 5.5. Slightly nose forward. I'm just going to set that now. Oh, a bit too much.
Prior to pushback from the gate, please
there we go,
ensure that your
5.5.
seat is securely fastened. Personal cellular telephones.
Again, it's chosen runway 28 in there, so that's nice. Oh, okay. I see why it's not accepting the runways, because FS Tramp is misaligned with what this thinks the runway is. FS Tramp is 2.9, I think. This is 2.8, so it says 2.9 doesn't exist. That's fair enough. Right, V2 for today, 143 knots, so we put that into our MCP, the Management Control Panel, I believe that stands for. 143, and let's change that to go up into the thousands, and it's 35,000 for the cruise, which will go straight up to. Just like that. Arm the auto throttles. Flight directors both on. LNAV and VNAV set. Put the beacon light on because we'll be starting the engines fairly soon. Make sure that's all set. Start the APU. This door on the back opens. Just saw it there. And then the jet engine, which is in here, in that area, the tail of the aircraft starts up. That provides us power to start the engines. You can hear it there, just in the background, whirring up. We can close the gear doors and take out the wheel chocks. And we've got a stat page here which confirms the APU is running. It's still spooling up now, it's just gone past 101 RPM. And that's about where it settles, 102.1 RPM. And you can see the exhaust gas temperature EGT, 338 degrees. You can just check our fuel. You can see it's both set, nothing in the middle. This tells you what doors are open. Currently it's the 2 cargo doors and the front door. Lavatory's vacant, that's good, if we need a poo. Flight controls, again, these are all crossed off because we've got no hydraulic fluid flowing at the moment. 75% with the cargo loading, so we're almost ready to push back. If we zoom out, you can see our flight plan. Or if we zoom in, which I've never done before actually, that's quite good. We'll do that just so we can see where we got a taxi. If I keep zooming out, you can see the kind of groundwork in the bottom there for our flight plan. With the plan, you'll be able to see a bit better. There you go. So we see we're here and then we're going south down to the UK. I guess this one does the same, doesn't it? Bit bigger on there, isn't it? We might just use that one. More or less, Keflavik is our first part of the route. I may just do us direct to the Metil or the G3 airway. We'll see how the takeoff goes. We'll see what the aircraft tries to do. There you go, we're all loaded up. Close the forward and aft cargo doors. And prepare... oh, I keep doing Shift F1 for some reason. Prepare for pushback and departure. Make sure I've set those. Close the front door and the stairs come back away. I see the engine is just windmilling in the breeze because the engine fans aren't fixed, so just by the wind going through them they can spin freely. Same with turboprops because they're jet engines with propeller on the front. We'll close all that down. Nose left, tail right. I think just right is what we want. I think that's right. All these parking brakes.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you aboard.
There we go. All engines clear, start our wheel. Here we go then. Beacon lights on.
Your seatbelt should be fastened at this time. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt
Okay,
fastened
starting
at all
engine.
times while seated. The 8 exits on the
No engine
787
cockpit.
are marked with exit signs. Please locate the 2 exits nearest you, keeping in mind the nearest exits may be
Roger.
behind you.
Clear to start it.
This aircraft has escape cap
Starting
lighting
this one first.
or an exit sign will indicate you have reached the exit. Should oxygen be needed, mask will appear from the compartment above your seat. If you're traveling with someone needing assistance,
A quick,
put on your mask first
quick
and then
turn with the tug there. Thank you for
the
that.
life vest is located in a container beneath or in some cases between your seats. If needed, inflate the vest just prior to exiting the aircraft by pulling the red tab on the front vest. A safety information card with more detailed instructions regarding this aircraft is in your seat pocket. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not allowed in the cabin or lavatory. All lavatories are equipped with smoke detection systems and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying these systems. As we get ready for takeoff, please help us prepare the cabin by making sure all carry-on baggage is stowed, all seat backs and tray tables
Light
are
engine.
upright, headrests are lowered, and footrests and video monitors are stowed. Customers are required to observe all posted and lighted information signs and adhere to
Hydraulics.
crew members' instructions. Thank you for choosing to fly with us.
Fuel
We will be
pumps.
airborne shortly.
Oh, hey, I've put the old parking brake on. Good engine start. Oh. I think I just confirmed the good engine start there. I don't know what happened. Right, dome light off. To reject takeoff and set the come on. Okay. E-brakes. Right. All good. He's going to wave us goodbye. Thank you, sir. I'll speak to ATC and get taxi for takeoff. I'll just say depart straight or depart south. Take the brakes off. The aircraft is going to coast forward because it's fairly light. Right, he's told us this taxi told short runway 29 via November 5, November 4, November 3, November 2. And then to contact the tower when ready. So we just press the number 1 to acknowledge that. I'm going to turn on that because I don't know where I'm going. Actually, I should do from just that on the ground. Yeah, I'll turn that off. And flaps 5 for takeoff, I believe it was. Double check that. Five departure. I'll leave the takeoff reference page open for now. And be on our way. Oh, just got nice and bright for some reason.
Flight attendants, please be seated for departure.
Two control towers here apparently, according to the default scenery. There we go, we've been cleared for takeoff. Runway lights are on. Strobe light on. I'll put the wing, won't need that, that should be fine. Right, runway 29 lined up. Zoom you out. Just a touch. Weather radar on. 50% power. That is stabilized toga.
Check thrust. Thrust set.
Thrust is set. Rotate. Oh, dab the brakes, stop the wheels spinning. Gear up. Bit of an unconventional departure, but there's no SID apparently for us, so we're going this way.
With our flight underway, I'd like to once again welcome you aboard. I'd also like to offer a special welcome to our quality club flight. You will be earning valuable
Beautiful
points
view.
today. If you're not a member, please visit us at qwingsim.com. In just a few minutes, we will be beginning our complimentary meal and beverage service.
Let's flaps back to 1.
And Coach, beer, wine, and margaritas can be purchased with a debit or credit card. We apologize if we do not
Gorgeous.
On demand as well as Wi-Fi, all included free of charge. A flight attendant will be coming through the aisles with complimentary headsets.
Thumbs
Now
up.
we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Right, autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
Autopilot in command.
Autopilot in command.
I've got the heads-up display as well we can use. But it doesn't show the flight director on it from what I can tell, so I don't really use it for much other than landing. I'm sure there's probably a way of turning it on here, or I'm reading it wrong. And we're going straight up to 35,000 on the way back to the UK. The UK. We can should have done it sooner really, but we can turn off the APU as well now. And disarm the speed brake. And the progress page. And expecting EGKK at 2107 Zulu. It's currently showing as 1841 Zulu. So, yeah, that's about right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the use
It's
of
going to be about 2 hours
devices
and
is
27 minutes. That looks very good down there on the ground, I must say. No weather either that I can you can see right now. Zoom out to a 80-mile range. Top of climb you can see just there. Also saying a step climb will be coming in by the looks of that at Alden all day, and let's just check, see how that looks. Yeah, so we're stopping climbs just after Victor Mike at 322 and then back up at 350. That's to our cruise then all the way back to Kerbal where we start to descend again. That'll be a little while though. Gone past 10,000 feet, so we can turn off the landing lights and go to standard pressure 1013. Got the ILS frequency in here for some reason, I don't know why. Starting our right turn. To enjoy the view. Right, I'm back. Just popped to get a drink. Thought I'd leave you with some cinematic views of the wing there, with some nice relaxing music in the background. I'm not quite sure what our plan is at the moment, except for that we're descending at quite an alarming rate, and it seems we've got a bit lost as well. Okay, I've just said to go direct to Balix, and hopefully that fixes the issue. I don't know what happened there. There's mountains in the background. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Almost made quite a big mess there with some orange juice. I think the thing is, it keeps trying to, I'm not quite sure why it's struggling so much.
Autopilot on.
Oh, apparently the autopilot turned itself off for some reason. Well, I'm going to take control. That horn's just saying we're 1,000 feet now from the our designated altitude. Well, I'm going to engage the autopilot now, and we'll see how it gets on.
Autopilot on. Autopilot to command.
There we go. It's holding the bank nicely. Still climbing. There we go. The seatbelt's to auto, even though it's only me and a co-pilot. There's no passengers, so no one to worry about in the back. Iceland scenery is very nice, that's for sure. Well, I think it's safe to say that we've got on a bit of a scenic route there. We should have been down here by now. Should have been, yeah, going to Alden. I think I don't know what's happened with that, but the autopilot got disconnected for some reason. Oh, no, it was my fault. I pressed Z earlier on when I was trying to get rid of this red text at the top left. You can see it at the top there. I'm just cycling through it. I forgot it was Shift Z. I pressed Z earlier, and then that must have taken it out. So yeah, that was my fault. Back on track now though. I'm on the clock here, 1858 Zulu. I'll just reset the time here to distant time, minus an hour for Iceland. There Okay, now we're more or less the same as my computer, so we'll get an exact arrival at 10:20. So an hour and 14 minutes, 2 hours and 14 minutes to go. There we go then, coasting out again. Back out to sea. There we go then. We are on our way. So, how's everyone been doing? It's been a while since I last did any of this, really. I've just not really been in the mood, I guess, to like stream or do much really. But yeah, I plan on doing this flight today anyway, so I thought I might as well stream it and get something else out there for you. Obviously, my most recent videos are my Le Mans 24 hours for a tour of the Online Racing Association with 5 of my mates from online racing in our team called Supernova, endurance racing team. Supernova was a team that I created back when my racing league Synergy were going to do a Formula E series. That fell through though, so Supernova was didn't see any racing, and then we're going to do Formula 2, which we did do. Supernova did see some racing in Formula 2, but obviously in Formula 2 we did it on F1 2019 when you can't make your own liveries, so yeah, it was a Supernova team using a Prima Formula 2 car. and then we did Le Mans, and my mate Josh, who runs MRC, who I commentated for last week, initially it was just going to be some type of Le Mans, some AMS Le Mans team or something, but Adrian, who you'll know from F1 Tonight, who I commentate with there, he said we should use Supernova if I was happy, and absolutely, hell yeah, I was happy to use Supernova, get the name out there again, and I got to paint the car again, which you all saw in game, as well as I can show you now actually if you guys haven't seen it. I'm going. Yeah, OneDrive. Here she is. Oh, what's gonna? There we go. There we go. Pretty pleased with how it came out in the end. All our names along the side there, all our real names along the top of the window. All 6 of us that drove the car. There's one of it in action. Le Mans. That's after the Dunlop. This is through Dunlop, I think. The S's, it's called. As part of the track map. It's after going underneath the Dunlop bridge. Is that gonna load, or is it gonna stay blurry? Hello, there we go. There's the rear end. I really liked what I managed to figure out for the rear with that kind of that stripy British flag, red, white, blue. It's not French. That is how it used to look. So back in World War II and probably World War I as well, and maybe even wars since, British military planes sometimes have a striped flag on it like that. So that is the correct UK striped flag. Red, white, blue is the same for England and America. It's blue, white, red for France. Just to clarify. Obviously, with this being a livery I had to share as well, everything on it has to be made by myself or has to be in the game already. So things like Sparco, Sunco on the rear there, BBS, Brembo, the Porsche white square with the Porsche logo in it, Xbox One, that's on the side of the car next to the number 777. That's all in Forza as a default like manufacturer logo you can put on, but the Supernova text, the Rich Energy logo, the antlers on the back, which I know is the wrong colour, it's green, not gold. Colourblind, so that's my fault. The Union Jack, the actual square with 777 in it, as well as the 24 Hours of Le Mans text above. I had to make that all myself. And the Supernova logo on the side with like the red. You can see it better in that one on the side there, where it's kind of like this kind of galaxy themed text. Again, that's all made by me so that I can share it. If you download anybody else's text or logos from online or from in Forza, you can't. It locks the livery once you put someone else's work on it. You can't share it, which is a bit annoying, but I kind of understand it as well. It would. I mean, maybe if Forza can come up with a way of crediting the people that you use their logos in the livery design somehow. Maybe that would make it more doable. It just means that some liveries are a bit of a pain to make. So the cannon on top of the wheel arch as well, I made that myself. And the Tora, the on top of the bonnet. With the black text, the red R, that's all me as well. I had to make that too. But the rest of it's all in games, like the Shell logo on the bonnet as well as on the side of the car. The AMS oil, Alcon on the front bumper. That's all in game already. Again, I just filled it with some kind of stock logos after I'd kind of done my bit on it, just to make it look a bit more like it was a race car. I could have put something on the... Excuse me, burps. I could have put something on the sun strip, which is just black. It's black on purpose. It was originally. You could see the rest of the dark blue and the stars on it, and the bit where the arrow decal on the bonnet goes over the roof and down to the back. That you could see that on there as well. But I've covered it all up in black, just to make it. I don't know, just to kind of separate the paintwork a bit. And also, I don't know, I feel like it's just quite nice having the black strip there rather than it be painted on. And I could have put Supernova on it, but the Supernova Supernova word is on the car quite a lot. It's on there 4 times in total, as well as a big S on the roof. And putting a logo across that sunstrip is quite hard because it's a curved surface. You can put like a straight, so I could put that Supernova text on the bonnet on the sunstrip and it would deform quite a lot because of the way that a straight logo goes into a curved surface. It doesn't perfectly wrap around. It kind of, it's almost exaggerated when you put it on there, so it doesn't really work. But yeah, very happy with how that came out. Very happy. And it was very, very fun to race it as well. Quite sad it's all over, to be honest. There's the roof with the S for Supernova. You can see some of the, like on the bonnet. Let me just change it so you can see my cursor on the stream. There we go. So you can see like these little like gradient fades. They're shapes that you could put in. They're shapes that you can choose in the game, and it just fades the edges out so it blends nicer. And they're kind of like little nebulas in the galaxy. See some more on the bonnet here and here, and on the back. See, I've copy and pasted it just to kind of fill it out, but change the colours here and there as well. That's the same on the side as well. You can see there's one here. Not so many on the side, but enough. And it got some compliments as well on the stream, which is good. The commentators saw it and said it was nice, so that's always nice when you make it and people compliment it. Obviously all the guys in the team loved it as well, so. But yeah, I wish we were doing it all again this weekend, if I'm honest. I'm a bit of a come down still from it. It was really good fun. And now it's all over. Don't really know what to do with myself now. I really enjoyed it. The one here, this was the Formula E car. I think I got the this one. I like this one. That wasn't the final design either, by the way. Let me see. Bit intense to open Photoshop and Flight Simulator at the same time, but we'll give it a go. See. Yeah, there we go. So that was wherever it's gone. That was kind of like the first iteration of the Supernova livery. So I stylized the S and then just did the Supernova with normal in-game text just to create the name. It was okay. So you can see I made the Rich logo again. I based it all on the surnames of drivers that drove for the team. So Adrian Rich. And then we had so Cannon, one of the guys' his surnames was Cannon. That's why I had the Cannon logo on there. Yeah, that was the first iteration. It was pretty good. I was happy with that. And a lot of the people, I went a bit overboard with the nebulas here around the front. You can see, maybe a bit too much on the side too, but wasn't too bad. Definitely better here though. I think I kind of toned it down a bit. Some of the things that I can make opaque, I did less of. Oh, Hornet Slayer's back. Hey, what is up? Hey man, how you doing? Thank you for the follow, sir. Much appreciated. So yeah, you can see I've got that S back, which was on the Porsche, and I made the full logo on the side here. About 8,000 and something layers on this one. On the Porsche is about 9,000 layers in total. I think the max is 10, so we were getting close. It's all the stars that do it. I'll see the Synergy logo on the back too. But yeah, it was cool. I actually drove both these cars and I photoshopped them together. I don't know if you can tell. I've done quite a good job. but they weren't. Yeah, I didn't actually have those. It was only me, so I had to do 2 different races and then Photoshop the 2 pictures together. But yeah, happy with that. I think the Porsche is definitely a good improvement on it though. A good evolution, if you like. Oh damn, sorry Hornet. I could see you. I just didn't have the restream chat open. Sorry man. But thanks for the follow on Twitch as well, appreciate that. So sorry I've missed so much, hope you're doing well. I'm doing good mate, thank you very much. Playing Flight Simulator, or Prepared, Lockheed Martin's Prepared, which is basically Flight Simulator, but that's the simulator I'm using. I'm glad you still love it. Thank you, sir. No worries for missing stuff. I haven't been doing a lot, so you haven't missed too much. I can see you. Sorry about that. My apologies. I had the wrong chat screen open. I don't know why it's only showing 13 still on here though. I think I've got 14 now though, so I'm gonna add one more myself. I think I've got 14 followers now. Can you crash the plane? No, I can't. Well, I can, but I'm not gonna. What happens if you crash? Nothing. It just, I think I've got crashes turned off, so I'll just bounce off the water, and that'll be it. It's really quite boring. Nothing happens, like explosions or anything. I just bounce off the ground, or the water in this case. you turn it off, can you fly a fighter jet, please? Probably not today. I'm going to be doing this until about 10 o'clock. Still got about just under 2 hours to go now until we get to the UK. But yeah, once we get there, I can fly a fighter jet if you stick around until the end. If not, I'll probably be doing some more Ace Combat soon, so I'll be flying fighter jets in that. That will take how long? 2 hours. Just under now. So, get a coffee and some snacks. Am I flying? Technically no. The plane just flying itself now. I did the takeoff and I'll do the landing. But yeah, autopilot's flying it for me now. Do a flip. I don't think you can in this. It'd be hard to do in the airliner. How has life been? Have you missed me? Absolutely. Really, really missed you, sir. Yeah, not too bad. Life's been alright. Just been on lockdown for 2 months. April, May. Yeah, 2 and a bit months now. How about you? Yeah, it's good to have you back. Eating hot chips, nice. Enjoy. Is there something that's fun to do? What do you mean? Can I tell you a joke? Oh, I can't really think of any. What sound does a drum kit make when it falls down a mountain? Da-dum-ts. There you go. There's a joke. Sync Nations are now following. You've already been following me, sir. I think what's happening is where I've pressed to replay his one earlier. It's just done it there. I'm just gonna take Twitch again and see if the subscriber or the follower thing went up. Still says 13. Oh. Alright then, fair enough. You actually did just follow. Thanks, mate. Well, I'm sure you've already followed me earlier, though. You says you followed me 3 days ago. I don't know why that just came up now. How you doing, sir? Any cool stories you got? Negative. I'm very boring, so I'm afraid nothing cool on my end to tell you. Damn it. There we go. Back in the cockpit. We've got another step climb after scary stories. Negative. I don't have any stories. I'm not a book. Just Google scary stories if you want some fun stories. We've overfueled this thing. I have 16,000 pounds of fuel when we get back to Gatwick. That's a bit much. It's like 8 tons of fuel left. True, but your voice sounds like a Anos's? I don't know what that means. Oh, like an announcer's. Yeah, announcers don't read books though. They normally announce things. Narrator would read a book. So what we do, because generally when I'm doing one of these flights, I would watch YouTube or Netflix, but I can't do that when I'm streaming because obviously that's copyright. So, oh god, the game better not have just crashed. Please no. That'll be the first time in like a long time if this happens now. Oh, there we go. That's okay then. Save that. And we will we'll go to an airport. Let's go to let's see, Cambridge. Yeah, let's go to Cambridge, and we'll do a fighter jet for you. Have I crashed before? Oh yeah. Not on purpose. But I mean, not very often, but I have. It usually happens. It used to happen a lot when I would do like a long flight and then go to sleep, like during it, and then I'd wake up and I'd find out the plane's just stalled and crashed on its own. Are you racing tonight, Callum? Good luck if so, mate. Are you streaming tomorrow? Maybe. I don't really know. Oh dear, I'm tired all of a sudden. Yeah, I might be. I need to start playing SnowRunner again. But I'm just not really in the mood for anything at the moment, so I don't know. I'd like to. Almost loaded. Takes a long time to load this game. But yeah, I can do a fighter jet once it loads up. There we go, almost done. There we go. And we're here. I'll make the time. About like 2 hours. Yeah, I do as well. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I did like it. I still do, I think. I just haven't played it in a while. For goodness sake. Is it taking so long just to load up daytime? Night time. Daytime. Dum, 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 dum. There we go. Parking brakes on, mate. There we go. Right. Up in the F-22, I guess. That's a pretty quick plane. I could do one of these. Skyhawk. There we go. Pretty sensitive in the old turns, that's for sure. Computer, PC, what I'm playing on. Go for the loop now. Oh, I wasn't confident in that one. I think I was going to crash. Honestly, crashing is boring. I can crash this if you like and nothing happens. I'll just bounce off the ground. See? Bounce. That was it. Boring. Really isn't that exciting. Let's see if I can land from this. Gear down. Go full flap. Air brakes out. Yeah, maybe a bit too high, maybe. Yeah, I know BMG drive, yeah. Oh, a little bit of a bounce. Nice and easy. There we go. What is this Orbix default scenery or is this UK 2000? I think it's Orbix. Yeah, Orbix England. I think the UK 2000 scenery is in there. Yeah, it is. This is a cool game. Yeah, it is good. It's a simulator though. It isn't really like you've seen. You can't really crash stuff on it or anything like that. Oh, okay. I'm gonna just check and see if White Waltham, the airfield I work at, is in there. That means the scenery is working. In that case. Okay, we'll just check this and then we'll change game. Might do a Kerbal Space Program for a bit. How much was it? It's about £55, I think. But you don't get most of the stuff that you just saw there isn't included. The airliner I was flying isn't included. The scenery isn't included. That jet wasn't included. You need a good computer to run it as well. Yeah, no worries. That's fine. Oh yeah, yeah. The scenery's all here. Looks like UK 2000 scenery to me. And exit. Right, onwards. Won't do this for too long. Just wait for a little bit and then probably call it a night after that, I think. Right, here we go. It's a bit of a long load up, but we get there in the end. So the plan is to launch the Buzzard Rocket, which I've made. Here we go. That was saved the other day, I think. Yeah, this is it. It's got in there, it's got the second stage here, and then the solar array for the our LOL lab. LOL is an acronym. LOL stands for something. It's the the last L is laboratory. I think O is for orbiting, and or maybe lunar orbiting laboratory. Let's call it that because it's around the moon right now. So the plan is to get that to it, to then fit that. It's also got a tucked in there. It's got a can't really see it, but it's got a command pod so that we can then control it from here. So at the moment we can't. It's uncontrollable right now. I will see if I can put a get rid of this shroud. Okay. I want to bring these down and tuck them in there like that, because they were I think because of how close they were to this, when it was detaching, it was shooting off without my input, so that shouldn't happen anymore. I'll see if I can put a there you go, one of those around it, and then we can try and bring this back, not to land it, but just to deorbit and get it out. So that should be good to go now. The bottom engines fire first, and they go away. Bearing deployment. That detaches. Then that engine fires. Then the docking component detaches once we get it onto the lab around the moon, or the mun as it's called. Right, 80-kilometer orbit. That's our target. I'm going to derate these to about 60%. Gets a bit wobbly when it takes off for some reason when the autopilot's on. Engage that. And away we go. There you see. Gets a little bit excited trying to turn too soon. Ah, no, hang on. I need to revert flight. I've got to change the orientation of the command module. There we go. Now it's facing the right way. Right, I'm going to take it off. No, I won't do it myself. I can. Let's engage that. Engines fired. Lift off. Now we'll engage the autopilot. It does the roll program. To orientate itself better. Then we start our rollover. There you go, max Q. You're breaking the speed of sound. I just remembered that this welcome back, Hornet. Just remembered that the this command module's not going to work because it's got no batteries. So we'll have to leave this up here still. Yeah, you can see on the right here that it's now around 80 kilometers, which is what we told the autopilot to target. And you can see the autopilot also it will add in a maneuver burn in a second. There you go. Let's put one in now. I don't know why it puts all the solar panels out, but it does. I'm just going to bring them back in. Yeah, it's now burning for the orbit. Close, please. Oh, for goodness sake, I can't stop it from opening them. There we go. Not bad. Orbit complete. And we've still got fuel left. So that if we did want to deorbit this, we could. Did you make that? Yes. Yes, I did. Disengage the auto. Oh, it's already disengaged. I'm trying to close these now. Hopefully they'll stay closed. There we go. Right, detach. Yeah, the main engine. So I can now get onto this, but it's now going to have... Oh, it will have some control. How long for? Oh, apparently quite some time. So you can turn this around. Oh, there we go. That's now deorbiting. Right, now I need to burn for the moon. There it is. There's the lab. So, probably going to be worth doing it here. Like that, what's estimating? 46-second burn. How much delta V have we got in it at the moment? We've got 2,500 delta V at the moment, so we should be okay to do this burn. Again, it's kind of more of a test. This one at the moment. One thing I have got to do though is I've got to undock this. And recouple on the other side. Can you make one? Yeah, if you got the game, you can make one. Whoa! Here we go. Hey! Perfect. For this end here, we'll dock onto the lab, and then we'll undock, and if we've got enough fuel, we'll crash it into the moon, probably. And then we'll detach this docking module off the top, and that'll be it, fully assembled. That cost us 41 monopropellant. Wasn't too bad. Right. We'll be doing our burn shortly. Our delta V's gone up, which is good. We'll start burning with 20 seconds to go. There you go. So I'm taking this top part here. I'm taking that to this laboratory I've got going around the moon. I'm taking it to there so I can put it on. There we go then, so we should encounter the moon around here. And now we're on our way to the moon. Whoa. I don't know quite what's happening. I don't know what this is locking onto over here. Oh yeah, there's a satellite here, you just can't see it. And I've got it just the right height so that it stays over the same point on the planet. If you watch it, you can see it's moving exactly the same speed as the Earth. Called geostationary orbit. Oh, there we go. We've been captured. I need to slow down. So that we can get into orbit. Right, 30 seconds till we burn. Right, we're in orbit. Now this is our target. Yeah, it is. If you haven't played it before, it's quite a lot to do. So we need to match our inclination. Oh yeah, look at that. We're gonna get an intersection pretty quick. 1 hour and 6 minutes, which I can speed up. Don't worry, it's not gonna take that long. Be a really quick burn. Really quick. Right, 30 seconds. .7 seconds this burn. It's really quick, and not much to do. go. That should do it. Let's see how we're looking. We're 7 kilometers apart. I can face prograde and try and get that gap a bit smaller. Oh God! Retrograde, quickly! There's barely anything in this at all. I'm gonna reduce the 50%, just so we don't get too excited. Okay, easy does it. 2.4, that's pretty good. We'll take that. I already put I should have put the lab closer to the surface of the moon. But I put the satellite down there, the moon sat. So now it loses touch with the Earth so often. It's weird you can't see that one. I don't know why you can't see it. Right. The target. Right, it gets a bit intense now, as we can start to get close to the moon. The moon. My hands start to get a bit sweaty. How close are we going to be? 2.4 kilometers apart. I'm going to try and slow our speed down a bit here. Oh, damn it. Shit. I can't throttle up the engine because we haven't got enough probe control. Fuck. Hopefully this moonsat can come around and give us some data before we get... Oh. Come on. Get round. Bust the connection. Go on. Oh, yes. Is that enough? I think we're back. I'm slowly bringing the speed down. Wonder why we didn't get any signal off that then. We're just getting it straight from the Earth. Interesting. This is gonna be once I start getting to the stage of going to like the Mars and stuff. That could be interesting. But I'm gonna point towards the target now. And we'll try and reduce this gap intersection at the moment. At the moment it's 2.4 kilometers, which is still really small in terms of rendezvous distances. I'm going to try and reduce that. And now we'll go the other way again. That's pretty good. You can see as well at the same time our orbit is also matching the one we're trying to dock with, which of course makes sense when we're trying to slow down to match its speed. I'm going to try and do this in the sun though, because I don't really want to do it in the dark. Obviously at the moment that is when we're going to be doing it. Okay. Right, speed relative to the target is now sod all. And you can see it. It's just over there. There we go. Now gonna aim towards the target, and then we will fire the engines, or engine. I'll go about 5 meters a second. Okay, 510 meters to go. Keeps going really, it keeps going, the sun gets dim when I look at it. Which is annoying, because I want to see what I'm doing. I haven't got any lights on this. Here it is. I'm going to just go past it because the side I want to get to is over here. That is the target. Right, okay. Some assembly required, unfortunately. Just couldn't launch because of the way the angle is on this. I had to launch it in 2 pieces. So it's got power. You can see from the solar panels the lights are on, but it's not got any command or control on it. There's no people in it at the moment. Right, this line up's pretty good at the moment. Just going to roll us over a bit more. And we will... Oh. That looks pretty good from here. Okay. And little burst forward. And we're connected. Yippee! And a pretty good lineup as well. Not too shabby. Right. So I can check. Oh, oh, I'll just back you up. Let you float away. Yes. Right, perfect. Oh, there we go. Didn't have these on for some reason. Right. Perfect. Time to extend these solar panels. And then, the moment of truth. Here we go. I've got to undock this. Way! It all works. Sweet. Oh, I'm happy with that. That's all come out nicely. Oh, that's because I've got it set to pro grade still, sorry. And there we go. Now you might recognise this as looking a bit like Skylab, and that's the plan. Pretty much. I'll show you a picture of Skylab. There you go. I mean, it's not the same by any stretch of the imagination. But, yeah. How it's supposed to look. That's the inspiration for it, anyway. I've got 278 units out of 290 left on the monopropellant. And, a lot of delta V left in this. With nothing really left to do on it. Let me just check the orbit of this. Apoapsis 1000. It's about 8 kilometers difference between the apoapsis and periapsis, so that's pretty good. I think it's a bit wonky. Yeah, it's not quite in line with the moon's orbit. It's a bit out, but not too much. It's not too easy to, not too hard to rendezvous with it. And there you go. And now we just got to get people into it now. We can start doing science around the moon. That's the RCS. It didn't. Yeah. See, I'm pretty sure I'm right in thinking I couldn't control this before. It's got no function or no means of control without people in it, but it does now because I've now inside here. I've put. You can see the outline of it there. I don't know if I can highlight it with my mouse. It's really nestled in there. I think you could see it though, just then. It's this little octagonal piece you can see in the middle. You can see the edges of it here, the 2 nuts and bolts. That is one of those little robotic command pieces. So yeah, so it's all it can now be controlled remotely from the space station, or space center, sorry. What I'll do with this now though is I will we'll just send it into the moon. Whoa. It keeps going off. There we go. And that will come down into the moon. And yeah, this will crash. There's the moon. Here we go. Bang. Poof. I'll go back to the tracking station. I just want to check that are the satellites still registered? Can't seem to see it. Yeah, there it is. No, you can't. See, I thought there was that's the telescope, which is still in nice polar orbit. Moonsat. I'm just going to change the name of this. Yeah, for some reason I've lost that geostationary satellite then. They changed the name of it. There is a way of doing it. Oh well, I'll figure that out. In at some point. Yeah, I don't know how to change that at the moment. Sky's gone black. Yeah, I've got a lot to fix with this because like the sea's gone, the sky's black. It's all part of this texture pack I'm using. And the game was updated not long ago. So it's all gone a bit funny. Oh, there we go. Right. Lovely jobbly. Thank you very much, as always, to everyone that's tuned in. That was a nice 3-hour stream there, so good to get another one out for you all. Hope you enjoyed that. As always, I've been Dan, and thanks to everyone that watched. Stay safe in this funny time we're living in, and I'll hopefully see you all again very soon. Take care.